Okay, so let's continue the system designs concepts. And last class we discussed about the security concepts, and the security is a very you can say bigger terminology in the case of system designing. So surely I'm going to talk some other parameters of the security as well as like security can be think at the multiple layer as we discussed. So today I'm going to talk one of the layers whenever you are deploying your applications, and applications are accessed by a customer, user, or via the internet, via the networks. So we have to think networks level security as well as. So what do we mean by networks here? Networks means, so let's talk. So if this is my application server, maybe application server, web server, microservices, lots of deployed somewhere. Okay, and maybe this is our universal device or load balancers. We're deciding the loads and distributing loads. So finally, these complete our uh, server deployment happen and under particular networks, and that's accessible. That's application. This application can be accessed from the any user mobile, laptop, anywhere. Maybe different nowadays, different modes. Someone can access from the Wi-Fi, someone can access from the mobile networks, different way. But all finally, all are the directly go to the internet, and our applications also connected to the internet. So whatever the communications between your customers via the mobile, via the laptop, via Wi-Fi, via mobile networks are finally communicated in the my application servers. And application servers generally we are applied lots of firewall security. Here our communications between the customers and our applications happen via the networks. So we have to also talk, and we have to also designs our system, whatever the data are exchanges between the our application server and our user must be secure. You see, so whatever the informations, maybe our server responding back to the users, or user sending some informations, all are the reach to the server, server to the application, application to the user on the channel and the networks. So we have to also think whenever we are deploying applications, network level security. The network level security might be Wi-Fi level, TLS level, lots of options we have. Okay, so let's talk these the network level of security. Whenever you are designing your system, we have to tell, hey, this level of security we have to consider. In generally, whenever your application accessed by the any user, any right? So they are maybe your one users can't talk to another users. Okay, so generally communications happen on the internet, and the internet's what the message are you are transferring, what the message or data you are sending. If you are sending simple plain text messages or simple whatever the message they want, same message you want to receive. So generally nowadays, this is the internet. On this internet, someone connected to the Wi-Fi networks and try to read your message. Maybe hacker, maybe attacker, maybe unauthorized entity can read your message. This is the things we have to ensure that whenever our data or message are transferred from one device to another device, or my user to my server, or my server to the user, the communications via the networks and the network level of security we have to think. If some informations really won't cannot be read or accessed by any other party, any other users, we have to think. Okay, so let's talk this. What is the network security, right? The network security, that means they are refer as the practice or technologies or the policy designed to protect our network from unauthorized access. That means ki whatever the uh, networks, our application servers are connected and our customers are connected. Okay, they are talking to each other. So here, if I am this user only interested to this data share to the my specific application server, some other network engineer, hacker, or some other peoples can read data. That means this is the unauthorized entity going to use your data, read your data, disclose data, disrupt data, modify data, change data, maybe disrupted data, maybe. So some lots of kind of problem, lots of kind of unintended behavior unauthorized user can do with your message, your data, your informations. So network level of security ensure that key whatever the data you are transforming via networks from the application to user, your application to application, you ensure that you have to manage the security level practices, technology, or policies available. So these are the some important points we have to consider to protect our sensitive information. Any informations like username, password, transaction details, something, if you are transferring data on the internet or net by networks, so if you apply these network security policies, technologies, and regulations, then your you can say network level security protect your sensitive information from unauthorized users. Even the prevent network disruptions, maybe some lots of network level of disruption, maybe DoS attack or unauthorized changes your network setting, something denial of service means these are kind of networks related disruptions, lots of network related disruptions we have to also plan. Even ensure the network availability, someone can hack and not allowed to access the designated person user. So network security also helps to ensure that the network available and functioning properly even the event of security incident happen. And network level of security also ensure that whatever the compliance regulations on the particular domain, particular industries, we have to apply. So network level of security we have to think. So generally, maybe different labels you can network level security we can apply. Even you can talk the firewall setting, whatever the firewall between your applications and your internet have, you have to apply some firewall setting involve the using the firewall controls and monitoring incoming and outgoing networks. So whatever the our inside network, any incoming request come and what the outgoing request come from these networks, the both incoming and outgoing traffic you have to monitor, you have to check these are the authorized entity, not authorized entity, this is really allow or not allow. Okay, after that even you can use the firewall level security. After that you also use the VPN level of security, virtual private network you can create, and using the VPN you ensuring to interact to encrypt and protect network traffic. Whatever the data you are transferring from here, you have to apply some kind of encryption algorithm, encrypting data, decrypting data, and cryptography, and ensure that your data under the VPN level security you can ensure. Even lots of detections and prevention systems you can apply, and even the network segmentation security also, where you are dividing our complete network into small networks, and each small networks or you can say segment of network you can say apply the security parameters. And whenever you can talk about the some threats are problems generally in the case of our network level security. If someone found, then these are the kind of maybe you can malware is a kind of a types of a software that is designed to harm and exploit the networks. if sometime, however, malware some found or some security breach, some kind of threats, maybe some phishing attacks. Phishing is also types of social engineering attacks, which involves tricking user to revealing the sensitive information. Somehow, someone asks, "Hey, these are the very critical information," and someone can reveal. Okay, denial of services attacks sometimes you shall receive. So where the let's this is the why application server, and generally our application server, hey, receive one request, their response, another request, their response. If let's assume within a second millions of requests someone can send on my request, and my server can be going stuck because within a second millions number of requests might be not design system. So maybe some machine generated requests are continuously someone sending a request to my machines. Okay, that means these attacks involve where the you are trying to network traffics are load higher, which are the outcome of those denial of services or DoS attack means our designated authorized entity cannot access your application. So lots kind of threats you have to talk like some type maybe application level security as well as SQL injection, cross-site security, zero day attacks. So lots kind of threats means if you are not properly secure your networks level security. Okay, so these are a couple of tools you can think for the network level security. Like, hey, first and basic things, whatever your applications or network have, apply some firewall so that you can use to control and monitor all the incoming and outgoing traffics. Even you can ensure some the detection and prevention system you can apply it. You can apply the VPNs, you can apply the network segmentation. These are the some tools we have through which our system, you can say our networks, are some level of user can rely on your network security. You can say. Okay, so even you can apply some level of antivirus software, encryption technologies. Encryption means like whenever you are a message, you don't travel much as a plain text message on the internet. Okay, on the internet and receiver side as well as. So here, whatever the plain text message, don't send plain text message to the from user to the application server or application server to the user. Even we have to apply some kind of encryption algorithm, convert data to the different format, and again send here, again decouple and de-encrypt, and again user can read this. So cryptography is also one of the key you can say tools to where ensuring that data information, what are the messages you are exchanging, that one level of support cryptography, encryption, decryptions algorithm, right? And lots of tools we have for the network level security has. If you talk the whenever you are deploying any services, let's talk about the AWS. So you find that in the AWS environment, whatever the clouds you have, whatever the organization, then note you have a network level account. So AWS have a firewall manager, AWS have a transit gateway, AWS have a lots of VPNs workflow and guard duty, security account. So you can apply this, and again for the data, whatever the encrypted data you are transferring to the, and still whatever the you have a complete your VPN networks where you're under the private virtual private networks your systems are installed. So generally these level of whatever the your data between the internet and your network happen, your internet gateway levels, you have apply all kind of firewall setting, security setting, guard setting, so that you are ensure that data is going to encrypted in the our server. Okay, so a couple of you can say if you talk couple of if you just read out these references where the complete you can say network setting how the happen how AWS provide like AWS have a complete transit gateway, AWS direct connect, and and there are your AWS firewall manager, and in this manager, whenever you apply your VPN, you can create your policy and ensure that hey, these requests are allowed or these requests are not allowed. This IP level, lots of, so you can apply blocking or filter capacity, even all the incoming traffics you want to track them, you want to monitor them. So lots of AWS offer the tools where they can allow to monitor. Once monitoring done, your filtering done, your policy pass, every policy pass, then you can say, hey, let's go by the private subnetwork or public subnetworks, then communication happen. So here, lots kind of tools here you can apply our the AWS network level AWS network level firewalls, and here you can see lots of tools available to monitoring, to apply filtering, and create a policy as per the our need, as per our kind of lots of common network firewall security available, which we can create our policy and we can mention, hey, only this kind of client, this kind of from IP, this kind of data only we can support. And once supported, then internally, all inside our VPN, we have to apply our encryption policy, right? Couple of lots of contents reference document you can uh, just consider, because whenever you are designing system, some top level high level network level, you have to also consider the security parameter, right? So you have to not say, hey, generally this AWS have a concept, lots of they can detect some threats and automate, and also we have to respond the firewall level security. If something happen or not happen, VPN level something, hey, something firewall level setted, our AWS networks firewall endpoint identify something, hey, block the call to the actual VPN. So lots of tools and technique you can say available here, like AWS have a different level of security means key we can apply before deployed our go to the customer. Maybe at the AWS, maybe guard duty, then security hub, then event bridge, and after that we can write our own Lambda functions where we can record our all the IPs and network failure, network success, block traffic, which IP traffics you are allowed, which you are not allowed. Okay, so kind of and once all the our AWS networks file setting happen, everything under the rules and groups, whatever the firewall policy we have to create it. If everything okay, still and then this firewall networks ensure that whatever the from internet gateway we receive the calls and apply the policy, everything detect, and if everything is fine, then our call go to the particular instance or application server. So you can say lots of policies we have available and where you can consider. So maybe basic objective of here is that you can just high level you have as a system designer engineer, our responsibility, we have to ensure that whatever the because whatever the application you are going to build, finally the user of this application can be your desktop server, can be mobile, can be user, can be another application as well. As so whenever your applications are within a particular cloud deploys, they are communicating by the internet. So this internet level of security, you must ensure that you apply firewall, you apply the all the tools and technique ensure that whatever the data going out from your internet networks or what coming inside your networks must be protected, so that the unauthorized user identity attacker cannot access, read your important informations which you don't want, you don't design such information, any other party can use them or read them. So always be prepare, be ready for the customers. Hey, this level of security at network level we are considering, we are talking. So whenever you are talking to the customer, hey, don't worry, we are discussing each and every layers of the uh, applications flow to thinking the security, not only the data part, our application server, even internet level as well as network level as well as. Okay. So hope this information helpful for you.